Hello, welcome to another episode of I Stand Nation. We got a banger of a week, guys.
It's a crazy week.
Bruh. I'm so excited. I was so excited, like just from even like the first couple of releases that we already had. And I'm like, this is gonna be a great week, guys. And then the rest of the week happened. I'm like, it's been a great week.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, let's just get on with it with the first one, like Epik High, featuring CL. ZICO. You know, you may have heard these names. I don't know about you guys.
I mean, okay, so can we first say Epik High just released a crazy amount of stuff just from this week. What, 3 songs? Three music videos. The album itself, obviously.
Yeah, they put up the whole album.
Documentary, and Tableau returning to the podcast for a day.
Yep.
Or his podcast, Dive Studios podcast. Not if he was part of this podcast, that'd be awesome. But you know,
that'd be amazing. I'd be dead.
Right. But yeah.
So the song is Rosario, and guys, were you not blown away?
Oh, I mean, come on. You even have to ask me that question? You have so many good artists in one like song, and you're gonna ask me that question.
And you know,
of course I was blown away.
And you know, it's like it's often when you see like these kind of like super groups or super mashups, you kind of like you sometimes end up with like, you know, say like there's five amazing artists, right? Legendary artists on the same track, and it just feels like 5 separate artists, you know, singing their part of their own song,
right?
Rather than feeling like this one like cohesive, you know, piece. We don't have that here. This is one like cohesive piece. Everybody comes together amazingly. They just build off each other.
Yeah,
like each other's energy very well.
Yep.
Even though like they're not really singing together, it feels just very, man. It's amazing from start to finish. I loved it, every bit of it. CL slayed it,
man. Of course she was going to. It's CL, man.
Yep.
Like
it.
It's just like I think her taking the chorus was no better person. You know,
right?
I think that chorus was basically like meant for CL. You know?
Yeah, because I mean, when you got the male, especially when you got the male rappers, right? You know, ZICO, Mr. Jin, Tableau, having her for the chorus really helps kind of like just offset, you know, their vocals.
Yeah, 100%.
Yep.
And then, man, when she introduced
there was
that,
so much confidence.
There was.
Oh yeah.
Man, like the confidence was actually just like oozing out of this song.
Oh yeah.
And man, like honestly, like as much as like I'm a 21 fanboy, right? I actually really liked ZICO here.
Oh my god, dude!
Man,
when he came in, yes,
I was like, oh, it's lit.
Yep.
Like he's so good at delivering lines. It's insane. Man.
Yep.
I was
you know,
blown away.
Another for me too is Mr. Jin. So I used to follow Epik High. I fell off the group a few years back, and I just forgot how much I love Mr. Jin's like his delivery. And just the way he came in on this song, and bro, it's like his facial expressions too, man, as he was delivering. Oh man, it's all just a compounding on each other.
100%.
Yeah.
So, what you got, Aura?
Well, like, so did you guys watch this in Portrait? Because I know Nick, he has a thing in Portrait. Like, I found this so surprising. I was like, so they're not doing a usual what music videos do with landscape. They went with Portrait. It makes it so much easier to focus on each like individual as a portrait, and kind of makes it more, how would I say this? Adds so much more depth into the music video, just because like they're separated, but they make it flow so well into the music video, and it just helps like emphasize. That's the word I was looking for. Emphasize each of the members in the song. You know.
I mean, it works the same way as like cropping does. You know, it's cropped to their bodies because, like, you know, the human body.
Exactly. Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yeah. Man, there's just so much with the music video that's just going on. Like all the visuals. You know, you got a dog with a muzzle that's muzzled, and you see in that room with the roses scattered everywhere, and you know. Guns, lots of guns. So we already know this is pre-KBS banned.
I mean, they also kind of curse in this music video too. So.
They absolutely do. They were right from pretty early on and throughout.
I mean, that's just classic Epik High.
Yeah,
absolutely.
You know,
because you know they just don't care.
Why care? Caring's a lot of work.
Yeah, they got other things to be doing, like making good music.
Yeah,
right.
Like making millions.
like we were before we even started recording, we were like, man, Epik High is just so amazing. Like they go anywhere, like they'll make money with whatever company.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, they've changed company quite a few times. They've been in the game a long time.
Yep, since 2003 you said, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Man,
and they've had like 10 albums so far.
Yep.
This is their 10th
album.
And
oh my goodness, I'm getting it too. Absolutely getting it.
I think we have to.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, to say no is like illegal.
Actually, say no is illegal. I mean, they did put out the entire track list on YouTube, so.
Yeah, but I want the album in full quality.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean, like if the song already kicks this hard, right, and it's compressed in the compressed format, like, bro, I don't think I'm gonna survive. Listen to the album.
I mean, like, just and then like comparatively to some of the other music videos that they released, like from this week.
Oh
like,
yeah,
based
bro,
on
the
a
other
true
ones are really good too.
Yeah,
based on a true story. Yeah,
like it. This one is like Rosario is a very like boss kind of aspect, and
so,
you know Rosario and
yep, it's a so with the musical company they got going on, it's a very desperado type of theme, and that also fits in very well with the visuals here.
Yeah, and it's almost like a gangster kind of thing, you know.
Yeah, that's what desperado is. So like, I'm talking about from like the old classic desperado, because like those like you've had several hip hop albums called desperado in America, like over like the past like 30 years or so, and they're all very gangster. So,
but like comparatively to like based on a true story, that music video was a lot more beautiful. It was
beautiful,
a lot
romantic.
Yeah, and it took more of a movie theme, or a classic movie theme, comparatively to this. And like even though they're different feels, they're just as beautiful. They were done so well, and I say watch them both, and watch all of them. I don't care. Watch all of Epik High's videos. Like they're all that good.
Yeah, because like we just chose one for this lineup because like there's other like amazing artists that we want to talk about as well.
So the reason this was in portrait is because it was also meant to be posted on TikTok.
Yeah, because they did reference TikTok in the video somewhere. I can't remember if it was towards the end or towards the beginning.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, there were credits at the end where it was like Epik High and then TikTok.
Okay, that makes a lot more sense.
Yeah, so yeah, I think that's why it was in portrait. But no, like nevertheless, it looked really good in portrait.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think Portrait was a good choice here.
Yeah, unfortunately for myself, I wasn't gonna rotate my TV because it's a 65-inch TV. I'm not gonna rotate my TV on its side to watch it. So.
Just have another 65-inch TV that's rotated.
Well, I got the other 55-inch TV next to it. I'm not rotating that either. But it's a 65-inch TV, so even though it's not rotated portrait, as it is, it's still pretty damn big in front of my face. So.
Yeah.
All right.
Freaking June talking about his big old screens for his TVs.
Yeah. All right. Well, anything else that you guys want to add on?
No.
All right. Well, song's a banger. Definitely check it out. Check out the other songs too. Epik High. We love them. You should love them too. So. All right. Nick, you want to take on the next one?
Sure. So this one is the song is called Spring Christmas. And it features Jung Sungha, and this is 20 Years of Age and Boramiyu. So if you don't know who Boramiyu is, you need to go listen to all of her songs.
Get educated.
Discography, it's there. Go. But she's a really amazing artist that both me and Jihoon absolutely adore, and I'm sure Aura does as well.
Mm-hmm.
But
I'm just gonna say on his behalf, he does.
Yeah.
So can I say one thing though? Before we talk about the music video and all that.
Sure.
Did you notice that the title is spelled incorrectly? It's spelled Spring Christmas.
Christmas, yeah.
Oh yeah.
I was like, because when Jihoon first shared it, I was like, am I reading it right? Is there such a thing as Christmas?
Yeah.
Oh.
Man, her doing the opening here,
I loved it.
Man, I liked it. And the guitar,
yes.
Jung Sungha did an amazing job on that guitar.
Yep.
I felt like it created the perfect vibe, to intro Boramiyu.
Mm-hmm.
I love the incorporation of the tapping as well throughout the strumming.
Yeah.
Yep.
The little percussion elements.
Yep.
And
that's a guitar technique that I really do enjoy. Especially you don't see it too often in a lot of indie acoustic songs, and in a way it's I want to say it's underused, but at the same time I don't want it to get overused. So I'll just say just keep the chorus, guys. Don't overuse it. I don't want to get tired of it.
Yep.
Right.
Yep. I feel that. Also, something I just noticed as well is this is also a single album.
Oh, okay. Really?
Yep. So looks like it's actually going to be released as an actual physical.
Well, guess who's buying it?
Guess who's buying it? Yeah.
In other words, our wallets are dead, and thank you.
So it's a good song, though. It is such a good song.
It really is, and they play off each other so fluidly.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. The airiness in their voices and their vocals.
It fits each other perfectly. Very well. Yeah.
Yeah.
One thing I really liked about the song in general is the art that in the MV.
Right.
I don't know what it is they're drawing in. Looks like
sand art.
It's sand art. It's they use sand art and a light box.
Yep.
Man, that's so cool.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's got to take a ton of skill to do that.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. I think I've seen one or two maybe other artists. One of them being Kim Jong-kook for these kinds of songs.
Mm-hmm.
Being done, and I can't imagine if you accidentally mess up, you have to just redo the entire thing.
Yeah, you have to reshoot. Yeah, that would be rough.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It is a fascinating art style. I have seen it before. I don't know how far back, but like it is very fascinating, and is a definite art form. Like the actual process of watching the actual process is part of the art.
Yeah.
So,
man, I thought that there was no better thing they could have done here. Like if they did an MV like normal, I feel like I wouldn't have appreciated the MV as much, you know, because like watching this process and was like because they were telling a story. It was almost like a journey in itself.
Yep.
And man, I really enjoyed like being able to like watch the art kind of take shape.
Yep.
Right.
While also listening to the song, because a lot of the time, like we've talked about before, how you know, you really have to like sit down and listen to the music. But I feel like this would be one where like if the MV wasn't there, I wouldn't have liked the entire thing as much, you know.
Right.
But
yep. Yeah, so with the MV, the song, especially the quality of vocals and Chung on the guitar, man. Yeah, it really does feel like a at the end of it, you just feel so like light, you know.
Yeah, and you really gotta put the appreciation on the artist too, because you know it's gotta be incredibly hard to even put like I've seen it done, but to put shadowing using the sand art has got to be incredibly difficult, and putting the shadowing and just using it to better like show almost another side of sand art into the music video just gave it so much more depth.
Oh yeah, I mean, you know, like I said, when it comes to sand art, it really is like the actual process of you know, creating the art is as much of the art, you know, artistry itself as well, you know, as the actual image that they're making. Like it's so fascinating.
Yeah.
I don't know how many times I lost track of how many times I watched it. You know, I had it on repeat just because it's just so fascinating watching that and then like listening, because like I want to try to listen to the song, you know, but then I can't because like I'm getting so enveloped in the artistry on the screen, and then I just go back and forth between that. It's like getting lost in the song and then getting lost in the visuals. You know?
Right. Yeah. Yeah. And so, man, here I'm gonna take it back a little bit to talk about the song.
Oh yeah.
I think that like, so the instrumentation was really simple. You know, there wasn't like a whole lot of fancy things that they did in the instrumentation. It was literally a guitar.
Yep.
I think maybe a light piano in the back. I can't remember. In the chorus, I'm not sure. But I also really like how you could hear the hymns like sliding on the frets.
Yep, sliding on the frets, and like even with the vocals too, like hearing when they're inhaling, you know, just you're hearing all these like organic details in both the guitar and the singers.
It makes it feel a lot more personal. It makes it feel a lot, you know, it really helps to close down that soundstage that you know, we've talked about it quite a few times. Man, I think that like more raw feel definitely fits a song like this, and that they used it like, really well.
Because like even though you said it's a simple, relatively simple, right? Like just the guitar and the two vocalists, it doesn't feel very simple because like because he allowed in all those details that we just talked about, you know. And in a sense too, you know, it's kind of like we haven't said this in a while, but like the whole less is more, and because they have like less, it also allowed more of those individual elements.
Yep, so. I definitely agree. And I mean, one thing that as they were playing off each other, one thing that really helped that element was that they were two, like Boramiyu is obviously, you know, because she's female, is a lot higher register, but it didn't feel like a disconnect.
It didn't feel like a disconnect, and even at points too where their voices kind of melded in together. Wow, it felt it really does kind of help kind of sell that connection, like the feeling of the connection of like hearts connecting. You know, I really enjoyed that aspect of the song, of their vocals. So.
This is definitely like a really great release from the both of them in collaboration.
Yep.
Man. I mean,
so I was so hyped up to when I just saw the name Boramiyu. Like I've not even clicked on it. I just saw it and I'm like, I'm gonna love this. Clicked on it, and sure enough, I'm like, I love this a lot more than I thought it would.
She doesn't release bad music.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, we've loved literally everything she's released.
We have her entire discography.
Literally actually have her entire discography, both of us.
Yes. We both do, yeah. Not combined. We both individually do.
Yeah. Yeah. Individually, we both do.
And it's funny too because we bought it like literally just after hearing that one song that she released. You're like, I love her stuff. I'm gonna buy her entire discography.
Yep. And I mean, she's only gone on to release great music from there. Yep. So. Man. All
right. Well, Aura, you got anything else you want to add to this Aura hype train?
No. you guys buying the entire discography, I think speaks volumes. Considering we spend a lot on K-pop already, and if you guys are just gonna spend buy the entire discography,
yeah,
really says something.
She's definitely like, I don't know about Jihoon, but she's definitely up there in one of my like favorite soloists.
Oh yeah. I mean, so moment you introduced her to me, she already shot like towards the top. I mean, I'm talking about like way up there with like Heize, Yukika. Like there's a lot of like female soloists I enjoy, and she's like way up there. And I don't even know where to begin putting her.
Yeah,
man. So,
all right, ready to move it on, guys?
I think we are.
Yeah. All right.
Are we sure we're ready to move it on with this next one?
I mean, we've been talking about it for like 2 weeks now at this point.
True.
So, all right, you want to bring it in?
All right. Wait. Out of all of us, I'm the one to bring it in. Okay.
Yeah, you're the biggest fanboy,
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, so we have Saturday releasing Only You, and let's just say this: these two like this release more than I do. Okay,
I mean,
because we have taste.
True. We actually like K-pop, so. Man.
All right, yeah. Where do we begin with this?
I don't know.
So first off, definitely synth pop, cutesy feel. Not the first time we've ever heard this genre. If you've been
2016 era,
yeah, I mean, yeah, like 2016 GFriend, followed this genre. They were a little more acoustic. But yeah, man. Not what I expected from a Saturday release.
No, we were expecting. So when we saw the teaser photos, what was the first thing we thought of? Parody.
Oh yeah, it had to be parody.
It's gonna be like a April GFriend, Lovely's parody.
Yep.
That's what these two said. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm still saying it's a parody.
And we were right. So, man. So. Notable things about this song. It's not in Saturday's normal genre range.
Yeah, they do a lot of like fun and
quirky concepts. Yeah. But this is obviously very, very cutesy, very innocent kind of style. Other notable things. There's a rap drop in the song. And that's normally fine. It's a little unexpected in this type of song. Notable thing is that the rapper's not rapping.
Yeah, they have a main rapper.
Yeah, and a really good rapper.
Yeah.
And she doesn't rap.
No. And
instead they leave it to Is she a lead vocalist?
She's just a vocalist. She's not even a lead vocalist.
Yeah.
She's not. That's her only position. She's just a vocalist.
Well, sub rapper now.
I mean, with this, you can say lead rapper.
I mean, yeah, she did an amazing job.
Or second main rapper.
I will say though that Hano, their main rapper, did get a kind of sing rap part.
Yeah, she did.
Just not the part that I expected her to have.
Yeah, I would have figured that would have gone to Jung.
Yeah, I will say that Jung did an amazing job at the rap break though.
She killed it.
Yeah,
I mean, I was absolutely surprised. I'm like, whoa, did not expect that.
Yeah, I had no idea she had any like rap training, but like it's evidence that she does.
Right.
But
and so speaking of main rapper, what did the main rapper like? So besides what the main rapper didn't do, what was the main rapper up to?
The main rapper was busy being the main vocalist. Yeah. So I have looked at like line distribution stuff. Yeah, she like doubles everyone else's time.
Yeah. Which, by the way, there's a main vocal and 2 lead vocals.
Yeah. So this is why we're saying it's still kind of a parody. They literally took their roles, scrapped those, and got new roles.
Yeah. Just threw all that out the window.
And you know what's insane is that Hano's their main rapper, but she has an amazing voice.
I really enjoyed her vocals in this song.
Yeah. I actually was really, really impressed because we haven't heard her sing very much. But her vocals fit this kind of cute and innocent concept very well.
Yep. And I like what you said earlier too, where it's like, it really reminded us of how much we love this concept. Because we just don't get it much anymore.
My top 2 groups are this concept.
Yeah. I mean, like, I have almost all of Lovely's discography. Same with concepts. This is the same concept. I have most of G-Friend's discography. Same concept. I have probably half of April's discography. Same concept.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, it's the same for me. I have all of SIS and all of G-Friend's discography.
Oh yeah, and I have one of the SIS's albums.
Yep. So I mean, in essence, okay, this is my favorite release from Saturday. Yeah,
I mean, it's my favorite of this of this style. I mean, yeah, it's their only style because I also really love Jung. So I don't know, like I love a lot of the releases though.
I love a lot of the releases too. This is my favorite simply because it fits my style more.
Yeah.
But definitely a really great song from them, and it was very like we saw the choreography version as well.
Yep.
And there's actually it's actually decently hard choreo. It was interesting.
Yeah. And like the choreo, so it reminded me a lot of like G-Friend's 2016 era, like the because the music video itself, it's more like a live performance video. There's you don't see them dancing at all. They're just sitting there singing the song.
Yep.
For the music video, the official music video. So that's when I saw the performance video. I'm like, all right, how much like choreography are you gonna actually put in this? And then, like you said, like wow, it's
actually decently hard choreo.
Yeah,
it's a lot more choreo than I expected.
I think if they released it in December, it would have worked just as well, especially with the color scheme that they chose,
red and white.
I was like, was this supposed to be for Christmas? I feel like this was very Christmassy.
Now, another thing too, speaking of like the visuals, we've kind of like we've always like known like these girls are pretty, but because like they're so busy being goofy and quirky and whatnot, we always kind of focus in on that. But like they're really pretty in this music video.
Yeah,
in this comeback.
Right. Yeah, I mean they can focus on visuals a lot more because there's not like as much going on around.
Yeah. And they're not doing silly things,
and
looking like Jung.
And the makeup artist did a really good job in like not overly doing it, but putting like a good amount of makeup so it's not like overly done.
I mean, especially with the fill lighting that they have going on, because it's a very bright fill lighting. So the makeup is really, really, it's really easy to overdo it with that kind of lighting.
Right.
Because then you'll make it really apparent. Like it'll look like they got plaster on their faces. So
right.
You just don't want that. And instead, it really makes it, you know, like very well, like implemented. I guess, you know.
Exactly. Yeah.
And Hanu's hair is amazing.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, she like that hairstyle. I don't know. She rocks it very well. So
yeah.
So. Yep, I agree. What I also really liked about this song is that even though they're not used to this genre, they still like pulled it off really well. You know, we've seen groups before when they changed concept drastically and like suddenly their vocals might not match, or you know the concept really doesn't fit them. But I feel like Saturday fit this concept pretty well. Yeah,
because I was gonna say, Girl Kind, they had that one comeback where it was kind of a mashup of positions, like or a mix up of their positions, their typical positions, and there was kind of a bit of a struggle there for I guess one of the members because she wasn't the main vocalist.
Yep.
So, yep.
Yeah.
But
it just shows the versatility of all the members. You know, being able to switch positions, being able to switch genres. Like it just shows that they're more versatile than just one genre, and shows how good Saturday really is. You know.
Yeah, and you know, as worried as I was from seeing the teaser photos, I'm really relieved at how it turned out. You know, I love it. So I'm definitely picking up this album as well. Like, I've got a back catalog of like 13. I lost track at 13 or 14 albums. That
man, if you don't buy them soon, they're gonna just pile up. And you're gonna buy like a bulk of 40.
And the next thing you know, I'm gonna have $1,000 shopping cart.
Yeah, actually. Go quick,
man.
Yep. So, all right. Well, are we ready to move it on?
Yeah, let's go.
All right. Well, Young Dail with Hurt. So Nick, you follow Young Dail, right?
I do.
He's like one of your. Didn't you say he was like your second favorite male vocalist?
Yeah, he's like up there with like Han and yeah.
He did so well in this song. My God. And the music video to go with it too. Bruh. I'm just gonna say right now that Onion Ninja, Ninja cutting onions, struck again.
Yep. Always does.
Yep. That jerk.
Man. I wonder where he gets all the onions from.
I know, right?
It's weird.
And like, cut all those onions, leave it for me because I'll use them at cooking. So,
yeah. What the heck?
Jerk.
But man, so the biggest thing about Young Dail for me is his tone when he sings. I feel like it's soft, but it's still very can be still very powerful at the same time. And it's like almost effortlessly so. Because he has that a little bit of that like rasp or whisper in his voice, but he still makes his voice like really clear and nice and beautiful to listen to. Yeah, and so if you recall to like 70s era soul, he would fit very well with that style as well. So, because he's definitely got that kind of like that smoky raspiness to his voice for it. So. Also, in this song, his vocal range, man, as he was pushing, yeah, he hit some high notes in this song for a guy. Yeah, geez, like was it leading up to the bridge? I think so. Maybe. Yeah, it was leading up to there, bro. As he was like, he hit the high, like pretty impressive. Then he goes higher, like, oh, you can do more. Yeah, like, okay. There's still more. All right. I mean, it wasn't that 7-step high that we saw from gosh, who was it from the other year? We were talking about it, like the other year. Yeah, I know what song you're talking about. I can't remember the name. Yeah, like it was a 7-step. We counted it like 7. Like, bro, this guy went 7 steps. I'm like, okay, stop showing off, dude. Yeah, man, I feel like he has such good incorporation of pauses as well in his music. I in his music he really enjoys pausing to create tension
Yep.
And also pausing to relieve the tension. And he has really, because if a song is overly tense, it's gonna feel too restricted, and if a song's overly loose, it's gonna feel like the song just kind of went on and you got tired.
It's just going on dragging, yeah.
And like he has such good tension management in the song as well.
Right.
That like the song is like over 4 minutes long, but I felt like it was 1 minute long. And I mean the outro is like another minute.
It's like it's such an emotional roller coaster too, because like you know it starts it already starts somber, especially with the lyrics, right? With he's talking about the emotions they're going through leading up to like their breakup, and like when you get to the breakup scene, it's like bruh, lost it right there. I'm like, well, I'm gonna pay back that ninja later.
Yep. Get him back.
Yep.
Man, yeah, and the outro was just as emotional,
bro. And like, yeah, because like when they're showing, so they had those moments where it was a flashback to their happy times, and so they apply that rose tint overlay. I mean that's kind of part of like that whole that phrase of looking back in the past with rose tinted glasses. That's what we're doing here. It's sweet, showing you sweet memories when they're happy. Like, oh my god, dude! Like, but the music itself is still going. With that somberness and the heartrendingness, like. Oof.
Yeah, because that really just emphasizes that like the happy memories are nice and sweet, but they like can still hurt.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Man,
it hurts because it was so happy from then.
Yeah. I was so impressed with this song. I'm always impressed with anything he releases, but I feel like this song was a lot like more special than most of his releases.
Right.
Because I feel like this song just suited exactly what he wanted to convey.
Yep.
Man, I just like this is why he's up here in my list with like Haedeun and a lot of my other like favorite soloists, is because he just has that way to convey. And also like him and Haedeun are complete opposites in terms of like voice, like vocal
style.
Yeah, vocal style.
Right.
Like Haedeun projects a lot, he doesn't.
Yuka is more closer to my style that I really enjoy.
Yeah,
for sure.
So I really like the duality of them. That's why both of them are usually in my playlist together, is because the duality is so different that I almost feel refreshed listening to the other one, and then going back and forth and back and forth.
Now, can I talk? Oh, what's up? Go ahead.
Oh, so I was just gonna say, if those two ever collaborated, how would you feel?
Just the world would implode. Just
Yep. So going back to how he skillfully incorporates pause, and also for the music video as well. There's a scene in there, right, where he's got the band-aid on, and he takes it off, and the lyrics are, he's saying is like, the reason why it hurts so much, and then the pause is like, whew, that right there, like that pause, those lyrics, and that visuals, man. That right there is a deadly combo. Like, how do you not get affected by that? How do you not feel anything from that? So.
Yeah, like there's just like that pause where there's just nothing, like no sound, no nothing. It allows the listener to just sit there and think.
Yeah, especially coming from those lyrics, like, the reason alone hurts me so much. I'm like, oh my goodness.
Yeah. And then it goes right into that intro where it's remembering all of the happy memories while that music is playing, like you talked about, man.
Yep. Yep. Because music video wise, it's a lot of what you're saying too, like with the incorporating of those pauses. They do that here in the music video as well. So.
I think whoever directed this music video did an amazing job.
Yo, what drama did this guy direct or gal? What drama did they direct? Because I'm gonna watch it.
And I mean, it's brand new music, so I mean, because YukaDD's under brand new, so I mean, I know they have the capital to get some really good directors.
I mean, it shows here.
I'm curious, like if Young Doll had any help film, like, or if he spoke with the director to try to help better convey, because it's a lot easier to find the right kind of mood, the right kind of feeling if you communicate with both sides of the artist, and I'm just curious how much like he was actually involved in like the decision. Yeah.
I'm sure he was involved at least a little bit. And if he wasn't, I'm seriously like even more impressed with the director.
That they was able to bring that out. Yep.
Yeah. Because like usually two different people that aren't communicating have two different ideas of the way things should go. But yeah, if he was communicating with the director to like give a scene kind of this, set kind of feel, I think that is really important. It especially in more ballad type of songs, that's really really important. Yeah.
Yep.
Exactly.
Yeah. This is definitely gonna go on my list of favorite like music videos, like for the video portion. It's definitely one of my favorite videos for sure.
Right.
All right. Well, we get ready to move it on to this next one.
Yeah. Let's bring it on. Unless Nick has more to say.
I think we're ready to move on.
Nick, hype man, go for it.
Man, okay. Hoppipolla, with Your Ocean. If you don't know the group Hoppipolla, you definitely, if you watch us, you definitely know Haedeun song. And Haedeun song is in Hoppipolla. That is his group. So to start off, this song was an instant 5 from me.
Bruh.
I mean, you start off with the vocals,
the
piano,
and the piano.
Yep. It's always a 5 from there.
It is such a cheap way to get into my heart.
Yeah, it is. It's cheap, and they know that, and so they use it.
Yeah.
It's so rude. And then they just like, as it goes on, like they really reel you in with the vocal quality and tone. And then they just set it in with a cello. And now I'm on board.
Then they bring it in later with that electric guitar.
I mean, I've already said, like, I really love stringed instruments. Pianos, guitars, cellos. I love them, and they cheated here. All right.
Yeah. They absolutely they cheated to get an easy talk out of us. But also, I really like that the cellist is actually like playing seriously. So you'll see a lot of times, if it's an instrument that not a lot of people know, i.e. like the cello, they won't, like, even if they're an actual cellist, they might not actually play the cello seriously. Because playing a cello seriously could be not as visually appealing. Because there are other visually appealing ways to play the cello.
Yeah, to make it more, like you said, visually appealing. So they're gonna over exaggerate in some ways.
Yeah, but like
you see it a lot in movies.
As a cellist, like I could tell right from the bat. I was like, he's in proper position, like he's in proper playing position. He's set up. He's actually using correct vibrato, shifting, all of that stuff. And I was like, now I'm like full send. Like yeah, like also, this cellist is seriously so good. Like you do not know how hard it is to play very, very, very high on the fretboard or on the fingerboard, because the closer you get to where the bow is, the harder you have to press, and the closer the notes to get together,
which makes it that much harder to have that fine control, because you have to press it that harder. Okay.
And because you get to the bridge has a ton of tension on it, and so the closer you get to the bridge, the harder you have to press to actually get the string down on the fingerboard.
Right.
And man, he was all the way, he was actually at the end, at some points at the end of the fingerboard on the highest string. I played cello for like over a decade. I couldn't do that. Bruh.
That's gotta be a lot of talent.
Yeah.
He has a ton of talent. And like the way that he was shifting as well on every string was just so effortless. I was so impressed by that. And like legitimate playing, like I said before. And from what I know of the rest of the instruments as well, they were all seriously like playing, like almost almost like a rehearsal.
Yeah.
You know, like they were taking it seriously, or like a performance.
Right.
Now, the main vocalist, he was amazing. The way, like, just bringing you into the song with those vocals and just keeping you engaged.
And his range is good too.
His range is good. That the emotional inflection, like, absolutely floored me. In fact, I was throwing elbows, trying to keep that ninja away. Like, get out of here with them onions.
I just accepted it. I just accepted the onions.
Man,
I was like, screw you guys.
And I mean, inside of the instrumentation, I think my favorite part is when the guitar and the cello were playing on the same octave. Man,
doing that pause, doing that vocal pause.
Yeah. When it was just when they were just basically when they went into the instrumentation solo and were just playing together in the same octave, it really felt unifying to the instrumentation. You know, man, I so much went into the song to make it this beautiful.
It really is an experience. Like, I don't know how many times I listened to this song. I mean, I had a lot of songs on repeat this week, but I want to say this song I probably had on repeat the most.
Right. Oh yeah, 100%. Man, and at the end, with that "Shall we go to the ocean," and all the instrumentation is already left.
Yep.
And then they bring back in the piano for the final ending chord. That was so like innately beautiful.
Yeah.
Because it's just, I mean, you can hear it. You can hear like the little bit of rasp. You can hear like the almost whisper. You know, and so it's so innately beautiful.
Yeah, you know, it's so amazing, like how quickly I got into the song, like how quickly I love the song, right? So in the first like 5 seconds is when the vocals come in. You already had me with the vocals, because a second and a half later is when the piano came in. Like you already had me in those first 6 seconds.
Yeah.
With just those vocals alone, and then you brought in the piano, like bro, like this whole experience, everything we just talked about here. Like I am definitely, like I've already said this like throughout this whole like recording. I'm going to get this album. This is an album that is going to go top of the list.
Oh yeah, yeah, it's in my cart.
It's a 5-minute experience, and you can't lose it.
And it's so beautiful.
It feels like 1 minute. It feels like 1:30, literally.
Yeah.
I was like, why was this song so short? And then I looked, I was like, the song wasn't short.
It was a long song by most standards. Yeah.
Something I really loved about the music video was that they introduced each part before like the instruments came in. Like you see you hear the vocals, but then you see the piano, and then they start introducing the piano. Then you see like the cello, then they start introducing the cello a little bit. Then the guitar. It built that anticipation of so this is what's gonna be, and then that expectation is not only met but exceeded like your expectation, and it's so beautifully done.
Now, but one thing that I thought. Okay.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
Go ahead. You go ahead.
I was just gonna say like one thing I thought was really interesting too with this video was like they used a overall blue hue right throughout the whole. Yeah, you went with a cooler color palette or color temperature. And just a bit past halfway through the video when the song starts to pick up, you see like he's the main vocalist, he's sitting on a red chair. They got the the wood color of the guitar and the cello to kind of add some warmth into the scene as the song is picking up. That was masterful.
Oh, it was so beautiful.
That was so well done.
Like the director really played with the colors so well to convey the energy, the power of each individual, but while keeping a soft and serene kind of feel to the atmosphere. That was so beautifully done. And then
the makeup too. Oh yeah. What's up? What you got?
Oh, and then having them all back to back during that one scene.
Yeah. Oh my god.
When they circled around, and it just made it like so much more epic because the camera spun around all the members and just helped emphasize like the unity.
Their togetherness.
And it just helped to harmonize the entire thing.
So, which really contrasts too from earlier in the video, because one member is sitting on the stairs by himself, another member is playing on the piano in the corner by himself. There's a lot of isolated scenes. You got a couple of those scenes where two members are back to back,
right?
But then they're kind of
they were still opposite.
Exactly,
right, they were still opposite to each other.
They're together, but they still felt the isolation there, and then going back to that scene that you're talking about, bringing them all together, showing that togetherness. Yes. The makeup too. So the lipstick that they used to kind of add that warmth to their lips. I don't know how to describe the significance of that, because while overall it's got a very cool color temperature for the video, adding that warmth to their lips because it's where they're communicating through, right? They're singing from their lips, their mouth. You're kind of engaged to that part.
It's used to help accentuate the vocalist tool, because you have
that emotional engagement.
Because for a vocalist, the vocals are their instrument. So it's helped to show, hey, this is our instrument, and that was so masterfully done, using makeup to help accentuate. You see the piano, you see the guitar, you see the cello, but most people don't usually see the vocals. So how do you accentuate that? Let's accentuate the lips.
Just like how with the instruments, the wooden instruments pop, the color pop out against the cooler color temperature. So much in the same way.
And no matter how much we describe the music itself, no matter how much we describe the visuals itself, if you do not experience this,
you're missing out.
You're missing out, because we cannot convey how beautifully this is done just through what we're saying. It is so masterfully done, all
the way down to those last few seconds when you see that shutter door just opening up. There's the piece has been done with. There's no sound. It's just you see a door just rolling.
Exactly.
All right. Man, I don't know. You guys got your picks of it, because I already got mine, and I mean it was a close pick for me between everything we just talked about, our lineup for today. Those were my finalists of MVs of the week, but I got one that. So I'm just gonna go with Hoppipolla, straight up. Those instrumentals, those vocals got me. That's my pick.
Nick.
I just pick everything this week. That'd be great.
I mean, why not? To hell with it. At this point, it's a all kill. It's a 5-time all kill, because all 5 videos got picked by all 3 of us.
Yeah. Man, as much as I want to give it to Saturday and everyone here, I have to also give it to Hoppipolla. It's an experience of a song.
It really is.
And as a cellist, I know how difficult the cello can be to play. I mean, it's a big clunky piece of wood. It's not good to play. It's not good. It's not fun. But you know, it's a beautiful instrument, and it was utilized so beautifully here, as well as the other instruments. You know, all three instruments I have experience with, and no instrument is easy to play.
No.
Yeah.
And man, like, they're masters of their craft, and they took that, got together, and created a beautiful song.
I haven't said this before, but this song is a masterpiece. I don't think I've ever said that about any song that we've ever talked about the past 2 years.
This song stands out far above the rest. You know, I don't think there's much else that I can say. You just have to go watch it and experience it. Aura?
So, you...
Oh, I think he dropped. He sure did, didn't he?
We never know.
The road may never know.
I'm just gonna assume we got an all kill.
Yep. Man, it almost looks like he's about to reconnect on us. Because otherwise, I think that if not that, he probably would have picked 20 Years of Age and Boramiyu, Spring Christmas.
Yep. That was my other thought too.
Because again, like, these are all very, very good.
I feel like I actually have to pick everything here today, and
it really does feel
like
that.
Never happened before. Like
normally there is those standouts. Like, yeah, like as much as I love the others, like I have to pick this one, but
this
such
quite
a strong
literally,
lineup.
has been. This is probably the strongest lineup, at least since I've been here, that I've ever had.
Oh yeah.
But probably in the history of our channel, this is the strongest lineup we've ever had. I mean,
yes.
I never thought I'd see the day when, you know, Hoppipolla, Young Saturday, Boramiyu, and CL, Epik High, and all of them have a comeback in the same week. You know,
that absolutely slays us.
Yeah. You know, and all of them are like right up all three of our alleys. You know,
and especially like the genres covered too. Like, we're talking about hip hop. You know, we got synth pop. Like, bro, like all of these.
Yeah, we have orchestral ballad, acoustic ballad.
All kill. It's an all kill. Or I just
kill.
messaged in. Yep, it's an all kill. It's an all kill.
Yep. Cool. All right. I mean, Hoppipolla definitely deserves an all kill. Honestly, if all of these songs were released in different weeks, they would all be all kills.
Yep.
I have no doubt about that. 100%.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Man. So.
All right. Well, I guess it's time for them quick shots, huh?
Yeah. All right. So I'll start it off. Man. Okay. 21. I have talked about them a lot in my time being here. If you don't know, 21 is a former YG group, ended up disbanding. The group that got me into K-pop. A proud blackjack. But all the 21 members got together to celebrate Minzy's birthday. Man, Minzy is the maknae of the group, and so they shared a picture on Instagram and on Minzy's Instagram and said, like, Minzy thanked all the members for coming, and man, my heart is whole again.
Did the ninja get you?
The ninja got me. Yeah,
the ninja got me too.
He was in my house, and I did not appreciate him being here. I don't think I ever appreciate the onion ninja.
Yeah. So, no, that really was great. Like, when I saw that too, I was like, I cheered too. So, all right. Well, from me, YukaDD. It's a little bit of sad news. They just debuted in 2019, and unfortunately, they are disbanding. So, their exclusive contracts will be terminating as of the 31st of this month. So, unfortunately, but as always, we wish the members the best.
Yep. So, 100%.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, Aura, what's yours?
So, we guess since I'm back and also I guess I'll come back with some better news. I missed the whole sad part right there. Thank you, internet. Jackson and Team Wing have signed a business deal with Sublime Artist Agency. Wow, I could not get that out for some reason. It's the same agency that Yokyung, not Yokyung, Young, yeah, former JYP artist Young J signed with earlier after leaving. So, you know, congrats to Jackson and Team Wing. That's how they're going to operate in both Korea and, bless you, for operating in China and you won't let me. You just won't let me finish my sentence. And Korea.
It's that ninja. It's alright.
Yep, he's getting you now. All right. Any other news, or is that about it?
No.
All right. Well, thank you for watching. This has been Honest Nation. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you click that bell icon if you want to know when we upload in the future. All our socials will be in the links down below, as well as our Patreon. If you like our content and want to consider giving back, make sure you go check that out. Always appreciated. Mm-hmm. All the MVs will also be in the description down below. Make sure you check everything. We had a lot this week, and they were all so very good. Make sure you go check everything out. As again, all links will be in the description. Mm-hmm. And with that, we will see you guys next week.
Yep. Bye. Oh, and thank you to our patrons. But by the way, bye.